Let's talk to Kinsey Schofield instead. Far more sensible woman than anybody that's ever been in this government. Front page of The Sun this morning, Kinsey. Very good morning to you. Time to clear the air, papa, he says. What's going on?
Well, first of all, I have to mention to you, I see you this week. I need a bumper sticker, Mike Graham. I know that this isn't breaking news, but I need a Mike Graham bumper sticker.
Okay.
So don't let me forget that when I see you.
Yeah, I will find one for you. They've been in very high demand, and I'm not sure there's any left, but I'm going to find one just for you and keep it for you till the next time I see you.
Thank you. All right, so this is breaking news. This is really big news. The Sun has reported that Prince Harry could potentially be coming to meet with King Charles within the next few weeks. But the Telegraph over the weekend also, we have to acknowledge the Daily Mail that breaks the story that there have been these peace talks between Prince Harry's team and King Charles's team. The Telegraph going as far as reporting that Prince Harry is now upset that those details are out in the open and wants to ensure that everyone knows that his camp, they did not leak these peace talks. There's a little bit of irony in Harry being angry over anyone leaking anything after the last few years. But it's really the closest we've come in the last few years to any sort of reconciliation between Prince Harry and his father.
Yes, it is an extraordinary meeting as well, because there's so many questions around it, aren't there? Because I had Rafe Heidelmann-Q in here earlier, who knows the club in question, and I know it. I've actually been there, and it's not a place that you would genuinely stand outside and look to take pictures of people in, because there's not normally anybody in there worth taking a picture of, apart from the time, obviously, when I was there. But, you know, it seems to me that somebody wanted this picture out there. Tobin Andre, interestingly enough, I don't know if you heard me say this earlier, the Director of Communications for the King, is a guy that I actually used to work for. He used to be a journalist when I worked for the Daily Express, and he later went to work for the Daily Mail. And he's very posh. He's an old Etonian, and he left the business of journalism. So he's got plenty of knowledge of people, shall we say, at the Daily Mail. I'm not saying he's leaked it, but, you know, there's any number of reasons how this meeting could have been held anywhere where nobody would have seen them.
You're absolutely right. And there are plenty of theories as to what was going on here. Is there a sense of urgency because of the king's health? Is one of the theories that has been tossed around online. The king just wants to say, you know, I just want to forgive and forget because you're my boy. Could this have all been a setup to test Harry and Meghan on their trustworthiness? That is another theory that's being floated around. But here's mine. I wonder if, and I know you know this person, so I'm certainly not hinting that it could be them, but could the palace in general have leaked the story to generate public reaction so they can claim that an effort was made, but the reaction was too negative to explore it further? There were over 4,000 comments on that original Daily Mail story, and people were livid at the idea that the royal family would welcome Harry and Meghan back into the fold. So potentially, would they be open to leaking it so they could go, look, we made the effort. You've seen we've made the effort, but reaction was negative, so we're not going to pursue this.
Oh, I'm sure. The other theory that has been promulgated to me is that William found out about it because his people weren't in on it and weren't invited. He leaked it.
That's I mean, I think that might be my favorite theory of them all.
Well, you never know, do you? And interestingly enough, I mean, Matt Wilkinson, writing in The Sun today, says, you know, is it also possible that if this was something that was asked for by Harry's people, that they're, by deliberately not inviting any of William's people, does that try to then put some kind of wedge between the King and William? I mean, that's a question that's... if there is any tension between the King and Prince William, and there are reports that occasionally that there are tension between the King and Prince William, I believe that it is over Prince Harry. Yeah. And the King wanting to have some sort of relationship with him, and Prince William realizing that Harry and Meghan are a liability to the royal family, and that it could not only jeopardize the King's legacy, but Prince William's as well. Based on Harry and Meghan's actions over the last few years. I also think we're missing the biggest theory of them all, which is Harry and Meghan are running out of money. Yeah. Harry and Meghan are desperate, and their proximity to the royal family has really been so financially beneficial to them since they stepped
stepped down as working members of the royal family.
Yes, exactly right. And I mean, they can't go on forever just kind of turning up at places and accepting awards for things they haven't really done, or reading more stories about, you know, the con job that is the Meghan Markle tea, or the Meghan Markle jam, or, you know, the Meghan Markle whatever else it is that's made somewhere else in Illinois, you know, by some sort of factory workers and selling it as something really, really special. You know, the gig is up, I think, is what we would say.
And to your point, Fergie never made a lifelong successfully. Fergie would have like a little bit of a hit here as a Weight Watchers spokesperson,
Right.
and then she would be a QVC salesperson selling at Blenders at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Fergie would do a cookbook. The longevity when it came to Fergie's commercial pursuits, which we are watching Meghan follow, you know, step by step in this on the same path. There was no longevity to it. That's why she lives with her ex-husband,
Right.
you know. Otherwise, Fergie could have her own lifestyle and her own home. And so I think you're exactly right. Meghan Markle's going to struggle to maintain these multiple commercial ventures with her lack of authenticity and with the lack of quality control. I mean, loose fruit spread is not how I would want my fruit spread described in the Daily Mail.
No, absolutely right.